And action! Okay. Hey guys, I'm John, this is Stephen. Really glad that you bothered actually looking at this video. We're going to have a quick chat to you about our school, try to give you some background about ourselves. So Stephen, what about you?
Guys, thanks for joining us. This is our first video, so our first introduction video. So just to talk a little bit about myself. So I joined the British Academy of Krav Maga. It was my first journey into Krav Maga, and actually John was my chief instructor. I started with no experience at all in Krav Maga. I had background in Taekwondo, I did a bit of Muay Thai, a bit of boxing, but no idea of what Krav Maga was. I just came along to a trial class. And I fell in love with it straight away, to be honest. Absolutely loved everything about it. The fitness side of it, the confidence it gave me compared to like sports martial arts. It was an amazing experience, and I've continued that now for around 6 to 7 years with John. So yeah, it was great.
Yeah. And he's a black belt now. How do you get that? Backhander. Anyway, so yeah, so basically we do have a pathway in our school. We do have a syllabus. But I would say different to other schools is that we have quite an open attitude towards training, in that, we both train in other stuff as well. I train and compete in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. There's usually, I've medalled a few times, only when there's 3 people in the competition, but I keep that quiet. So let's just touch on the different pathways into our school. So first one, let's go for private training. You want to do one-to-one, you want to accelerate yourself through the syllabus quite quickly. What are the options there? Okay, so options we can train you outdoors. I train people in Hyde Park, on the beach, or wherever. We can train you at your home, or you can go to one of our designated studios. So pricing wise for private training, we have to take into account that some studios charge us to actually hire the studio. So that would be, an additional charge. And also it's the time that we spend with you. So we charge per the hour, and how many people we train in as well at the same time. We can do private groups. We have some office groups that ask us to come in and train them. Obviously the pricing is according to the size of the group, etc. Private training, I still private train with coaches myself. I have some people who train me in other stuff. One-to-one is a great way for your coach to actually see where you're making mistakes and actually get rid of those mistakes and accelerate you as quickly as possible. Then the other option is what, regular training?
Yeah, guys, we have our regular school as well. So, we do offer a free trial class. So some people are a bit hesitant. They're not sure if Krav Maga is for them. Is it going to be overly aggressive? Will I fit into the group of people? I've never seen them before. All these kind of things. I remember on my first day, I had those doubts in my head as well. But the great thing with our school is, although we're the chief instructors and we're running the class, we do have other instructors in the school with us, in the class with us, and they'll be helping out all the way through. So it's fantastic. So we try to spend time with people who come in on the trial class, take them aside, spend a bit of time with them, and then we will integrate you with the larger group of people. But, everything's within your comfort zone. We want you to come back. It's only a trial class. So yeah, definitely.
So we just try to bleed you in softly.
Yeah.
You do the trial class, you get to meet other people in the class, see whether you're comfortable with it. We'll show you a few techniques, and then if you decide to join the school, great. Or you may even decide after the trial class that you want to do private training or go on one of our courses. So we've touched on regular training, private training. Now we're going to touch on self-defense for women. So we do a 1-day self-defense course for women. We run this on a bi-monthly basis at the moment, although we are looking to set up the course outside of London as well. But basically we designed that course over a period of time, and we feel that we've arrived at a course format that is the best one that we can do in the time that we're allowed. Now you may think that I don't need to do a self-defense for women course, but I would say to you, look, we've experienced so many women who come on the course post-event rather than looking at the course as insurance. It could be insurance for your young daughter, it could be that you're taking a gap year, You know, but what we've done over a period of time, we've fine-tuned that course. We know what works and what doesn't, and we can give you tips and tricks. And I think more importantly, it's the syllabus as well. It's the syllabus plus our knowledge as far as that course is concerned, because we've been delivering that course for some years now. Then we have the 3-day intensive.
Yeah, I think the main thing, guys, we've done this course for a while, so we've got feedback from people who've been in bad situations. We've asked them what's helped you the most, what have you taken away from the course. So getting feedback from people that have been in those situations is really important to us. We've gone through our syllabus, we've handpicked techniques that we think are specifically catered for that course, so we've put that in. And we just drill those, and we give you the opportunity to work those and work those and work those. We don't overload you. We're not giving you 100 techniques in one day, but what we think is specific. For instance, being blindsided, being attacked from behind, someone trying to grab your handbag. These sorts of things are specific for that course, whereas with the 3-day course, which John has just talked about now, we have a bit more time. It's more intensive. So we bleed in a few more techniques into that. We look at groundwork, we look at weapons, we look at all sorts of different material on that course. Again, go online, have a read of the reviews that have been put up there from people who have done the courses in the past. If you're thinking about, am I going to go on to be an instructor, or maybe you did a 3-day course and you really like what you've seen and you want to go that bit further, then that bleeds into our next one,
which is the self-defense instructor course, or even the Krav Maga instructor course. Now, the self-defense instructor course is a 5-day course, 4 hours a day. And it's, again, as Stephen said, we want to bleed you into that course. And who is it designed for? It could be that you're a personal trainer who's looking to add on a skill set that you can offer your clients, in that you can say, well, I'm a self-defense instructor as well. I will try to protect you if we're in a bad situation. It could be that you work in close protection. It could be that you just want to do the course because you'd like to set up courses yourself. So the self-defense instructor course, what we've done is we've looked at our syllabus. We've basically cherry-picked what we think is quite relevant for those 5 days. Now, within that, just as important is the theory that we put across to you as well. There's no point in teaching self-defense without also teaching avoidance and awareness, verbal dissuasion, how to recognize when you're in a threat situation and try to actually get out of that situation before it escalates into something that could be quite serious and dangerous for you. So that's the self-defense instructor, and then we also have an additional 5 days for those people who want to be Krav Maga instructors. So within the Krav Maga instructor setup, we're working through the grades. The assumption is that you already know the theory. You've done everything in the self-defense instructor course to give you a good foundation, I would say. And then when we look at the Krav Maga instructor, what we're taking them up to blue belt, is that right?
The main thing there, guys, is we don't want to just give away certificates or give away qualifications. To get that Krav Maga instructor certificate, you have to work for it, guys. You have to work for it. There's a lot of techniques, there's a lot of repetition. We want you to be confident in yourself. We don't want to put you in a situation where we pass you, you start a class, you've got 20 people in front of you, and you have the what if situation, and you don't know how to answer that. So we want you to be confident in your abilities. We want to be confident that we grade you at the right level. And you get a great certificate to hang in your toilet at the end as well, if that's what you want to do, as John says all the time.
In the toilet, yeah. I've promoted mine to the shower unit now. But as Stephen was saying, the course is about turning you into an instructor. Now, within that, let's touch on the grading policy. The grading policy is written up on our website, but essentially what we're doing is we're watching you all the time. When you come to train with us, we're looking at your retention of the techniques. We're looking at your teaching ability, your teaching methodology, how you communicate with people, and we don't want to pressurize you, but we just want to be. We don't want to suddenly turn around to you and say, right, everyone stand up, do this technique, we're constantly evaluating you, and within that we want to see your skill acquisition go from let's say, unconscious incompetence to unconscious competence. And we'll teach you all about that on the course. So, look, if you want to get started with our school, look through the different options that we've got. If you just want to come to us for regular training, send us an email, text us, tell us you want to come for a free trial class, and we'll come back to you and tell you when we've got a space for that. If you're thinking about joining one of our courses, whether it's the self-defense for women or the instructor courses, then, you know, sign up, or everything's there for you to do online. If you've got any questions, then please email or text us. You know, if it's really urgent, you can, you know, call us if you need to. We will try to come back to you as quickly as possible. Anything on that?
Yeah, guys, I think, you know, it's a really important thing. My decision process when I went to join the school, British Academy of Krav Maga, which I'm with now, I needed to see the instructors. I needed to get a feel for how they were. You know, I didn't want something too regimental. I didn't want someone who was too aggressive, overly aggressive. You know, I wanted someone who could explain things to us. And that's what that free trial class is there for. You know, use it. Come down, meet us in person, train with us for a day, for a night, see if we're the right people for you, and then maybe that's going to persuade you to come and do the course with us, because it's a big factor. You know, people make the difference, and I've stuck with John for these years. I don't know why, but I'm still here, so he's doing something right.
Must be. So I still don't know what it is. Okay, so let's touch on that aggression thing, though. You know, there's you know, when sometimes I see people saying, "Oh, you know, you're not aggressive enough," and techniques, etc. Okay, let me just turn that around and say to you, right, if you've got skill, okay, before you've got aggression, okay, because I can be aggressive anytime I want, but if you've got skill before aggression, then you are going to be a very hard person to attack, let's say. But if you've only got aggression and no skill, then, you know, it is going to be easier. So essentially, we could be really aggressive within our, you know, our teaching policy, etc., etc. But there's a time and a place for that, and we want to bleed you in softly. So of course, in the lower level, we will actually take care of you. It's non-aggressive. We want to get the techniques across to you. We want to build up your skill set. And then, of course, in the higher levels, that's where we start going a bit more aggressive, okay? We can go aggressive at any point in time as far as the training is concerned, but it's better that we get your skill set up before we actually do that. And we want to see a level of control, of course, in class as well.
I think my confidence came when my skill set became better, when my skill set was stronger, and then after that, if I want to be aggressive, I can. But if you know how to execute a technique perfectly, it's a matter of seconds. The fight is over before it's begun. You'll be away from the danger before it's even approached you. It's as simple as that.
Cool.
That's it.
I think we can go for a coffee break now, yeah?
Guys, thanks for joining us. Keep tuned in for more videos. We're going to put some boxing up there. We're going to put some techniques up there, see what we do differently. And thanks for joining us.
Stay safe. Cheers, guys.